Today we're going to be snow kiting and snow winging. I've got the Flysurfer Mojo with me. Big thanks to Silent Sports for lending it to me to try out. This is going to be my second time ever on the wing and first time trying it on snow. I've got my snowboard with me. I know it's easier to do it with skis, but this is just what I have. So we're going to go set up. Hopefully the wind picks up a little bit. But first things first, I have to find a pump. It's been a while since I've used one of those. Oh. My first attempt at winging on snow didn't go so well, as I'd forgotten a few key details from my lesson. Yuri was able to quickly spot my mistakes and help me out, and after that I was going without any issue. We noticed that our arms tired quickly, so it was nice to take turns with other kiters who were curious to try out the wing.
I guess it's kind of easy, but it's still kind of tricky. Like there's this little finesse point that you gotta feel out. Like each of these handles definitely have, you know, a pretty important role. So you gotta figure out what to put where.
This is my first time ever, and it was really fun. It reminds me a lot of windsurfing, kind of like riding a bike, is holding the arm that's forward really strong on like a 90-degree angle, and then kind of maneuvering the wing from the back arm to catch the power.
One pro to snow winging is that it's much easier to set up by yourself and get going. Not having to deal with lines and negative temperatures means your hands stay warmer that much longer.
No, it was pretty easy, I would say, very intuitive.
Yeah, I just kind of picked up within a minute or two.
Pretty easy, learned it in 2 minutes.
This took a whole lot of different muscles to work. It's about the grip strength. Even though your arms are out, you're still grabbing onto this thing for your dear life.
Another case for snow winging is that it feels much safer for those extremely gusty or icy conditions compared to kiting. In fact, all of our snow winging sessions were on days when kiting would have been just okay. It's definitely become our go-to for those days when conditions for snow kiting don't look so good.
So first time winging with a snowboard. Very interesting.
It's a lot of fun if you're looking for a new challenge and a very small footprint, which makes me slide under the kiters, no worries.
And it's very tiring. A lot more energy spent winging, I must say.
An interesting tidbit about winging in winter is that the windows can crack in colder conditions, specifically around the -20°C mark. Some of the older wings that use harder plastic for the windows are especially prone to cracking when packing up after a cold session. Our local repair guy has said many wingers are opting to replace the windows with fabric so they can avoid this issue happening again. So far we haven't experienced this with our wing, but it's just something to keep in mind if you do plan to wing in the winter.
Yeah, it's something different. I think I still prefer my kite though.
I think I preferred the wing because I just had much more control over it, because I could just let it go if I was going too fast, or if I was freaked out for a minute, I could just let it go. Whereas with the kite, you're always kind of hooked into it.
We heard that using a wing harness helps a lot, but we've yet to try this ourselves. A couple things we learned. You'll want to check your glove thickness and how well they fit in the handles. And something else to consider is that skis are apparently much easier, especially in lighter wind. We only own snowboards, so we haven't had a chance to try skis ourselves. We were out on days with enough wind that getting going on the snowboard wasn't a problem. Similar to snow kiting being easier than kiting on the water, snow winging is easier than winging on the water, as you really only have to focus on the wing and not worry about foiling. If you bail, it's easy enough to stand back up and try again. Same goes for transitions, just come to a stop and change directions. For a total beginner like me, this helps a lot to grow my comfort level.
Kind of cool. I do recommend to try it if you're looking for a new challenge. I kind of like it, I will say.
Now I'm like, where can I buy one of these?
I guess there's something there to it.
I tried it for the first time on snow. Anyways, I'm gonna buy the ring right now. I mean, like, that's it, it's sold. I like it.